Hello people, this is Eric Cobra.
And Rana Naraja.
And this is Let's Play Guild Wars Blind. Now last time, well, we got evicted. Pretty harshly. Swords were drawn. And now we're here in the desert because we are the chosen ones! Whatever that's going to end up involving.
You know, Cobra, I have gotten to think, if they have the equivalent of a Lady Luck in this world, I think she is laughing her ass off right now. One moment she is supporting us and trying to help us get through our obstacles, and the other one, yeah, I did not know about that.
Well, let's talk to the ghostly hero over there. You are the chosen I have been waiting for. Long have I looked forward to this moment. What is it that you seek? Some answers. How did you know I was chosen? For many centuries have I lingered here in this desert, waiting for the prophecy to come to pass. The chosen ones will come and help me gain access to the mists and pass into the Hall of Heroes. It has all been foreseen. What now? Deep within the mists is a place known as the Hall of Heroes. This is the spot where the universe was created, the very center of all things. It is the dream of all heroes that when they die, their spirit goes to the hall to float among other legendary figures of old. Why do you need my help? Like you, I was one of the chosen! But I passed from this world before I could rise to ascension. The test of ascension can only be performed by mortals, but I can guide you through them. And when the way opens for you, it can also open for me. Okay, so chosen one apparently does not equal guaranteed success. We're gonna work for this, Rana. We're gonna have to work hard for this.
Yeah.
So, okay, I gotta admit, that's a bit of a twist already here. Chosen is a possibility that you might succeed. It does not equal guaranteed success, so well, it means we're still in danger. Who were you in life? My name was Turai Osa. I was the champion of Ilona, the protector and leader of my people. At the Battle of Jahai, I single-handedly defeated Palavat Joko, the scourge of Wabi. It was I who led the Ilonians to the Crystal Desert. Didn't catch a word of that. Lots of name. Have always come to the desert to ascend. Since my own people perished here, there have been two other groups who have followed suit, failing as we did to ascend. The ghosts of many of their strongest spiritual leaders still haunt this place. So that's what happened to you? I perished along with the rest of my people trying to build a temple to the old gods. We foolishly thought that we were the ones in the Flameseeker prophecies, the ones who would rise to be led into the hall. But fate is a cruel master, and it is I who have become the guide. Preaching to the choir, brother. What do you know of the Flameseeker prophecies? I know that those who are proven worthy will help me open the way into the rift. I know that those who ascend are destined for greatness, and I know that it will be I who leads them through the treacherous afterlife to the top of the Hall of Heroes. But if you wish to know more, then you should ask the one who had the premonition, the prophet. And she still lives? Indeed, her name is Glint, and she is quite old, even for a dragon.
Dragons, of course.
A dragon? Yes, she was the first of all creatures on Tyria, created by the gods to be the caretaker, but it became clear that she needed help. That is when they summoned the creatures known now only as the Forgotten. Ominous? Who are they? They resemble great snakes, but they move upright, use magic, and fight with forged weapons. Ooh, I think I'm going to like those, unless they try to kill us, of course. They were brought here to watch over Tyria while the gods completed their creation. But the serpentine creatures were pushed out of most of the continent, banished here to the desert by humans. Yeah, okay, they're probably not going to be happy to see us then. Yay. Now they serve to protect the portal to the dragon's lair. If you want to ascend and meet Glint, you'll have to get by them. Fantastic. How do I find Glint? She lives here in the Crystal Desert, but she is not easy to find. Her lair is inside a single crystalline grain of sand. It would take you a million lifetimes to comb the desert, and you would still never find her. Only those who ascend will find the portal that takes them to her. Okay. Clever. What must I do? You will have to prove to the gods that you are worthy of ascension. There are 3 tests that you must pass before you will be led into the mesa at Augury Rock. The mesa lies to the east. They will find great ritual priest Samut. He can tell you more. Now let east then. I waited a long time for someone worthy to help me pass into the rift. For both of our sake, I wish you luck. Does that mean I get the quest? Sands of Souls. So many had come to this desert wishing to unlock its secrets, and all had perished. Were they all unworthy, or just unable to show their worthiness in the way the gods require? I suppose it amounts to the same thing at the end of the day. Perhaps this time it was different. Speak to great ritual priest Samut. He can tell you of the test you must endure. You'll find him at Augury Rock, to the east. I'll be on my way. Alright, there was at least one other quest here in the area, so let's pick that one up. Okay. So this involves snake people, a dragon hidden inside a grain of sand, the gods, a possibility of ascension, and of course, danger untold. Plus a couple of tests.
You know, not to say anything, but the entire ascension thing he talked about... Sorry, but he sounded almost like a Viking hoping to get to Valhalla.
Well, yeah, it actually sounds like a Hall of Heroes and stuff like that. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. We got one quest over here. Fangfatai! I've heard that out in the Salt Flats, Elonian ghosts sometimes reveal themselves. One in particular, Senat Sen, is said to have worked as the master artisan for Turai Osa of Elona. This ghost has never appeared for me, though I've searched for him many times. So anxious am I to learn more of the secret of this ancient people. If, in your journeys, you should meet this Senat Sen, please convey to him my respect for his people and tell him that I too hope to speak with him someday. I'll keep an eye out for that dead guy then. Okay, well that all? Did we miss any quests?
Hopefully not.
Don't think so. Don't see any.
But then again, as I commented on this warrior guy, even if he ascended, he said it was the place of all creation. As far as I remember, Asgard was also the place of all creation. Well, the first.
Well, it was the center of the world according to Viking mythology.
Filled with tall structures where the roof were made of golden shields and all that. And of course you have to eat and drink and all that and fight as much as you want, be attended by Valkyries and all that. Maybe he hopes for the same kind of thing, this guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about the mythology of these people, but it sounds good enough, you know, so immediately. Alright, so I guess we will find this Senat Sen first and then head for Ascension.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find the ghost. Right. Hey, your friends are here!
Oh.
We got Scarabs, we got Devourers, whole shebang.
Yeah, but before we proceed, I just think I should get this off my chest. I read in a comment that our dear friend Evil Scrooge is beginning to hate the game because of its repetitiveness. I cannot say I blame him, but yeah.
Well, it was more the repetitiveness of the story, which is we fail, then we succeed, and then we get beaten even more than before. But on the other hand, is it any worse than all the other games like World of Warcraft where it's always, oh, we're in great danger here, thank God you just arrived and here to solve every single problem for us. I think it's a nice improvement, at least a change of pace. But I suppose it's a matter of taste. In any case, it sounds like things are going to work out, beginning to go more our way now, so hopefully this means that things will change around.
I don't think so. By the way, also a technical detail. Please stand still for a moment, Cobra. I found out this afternoon that I have a setting on one of the sides of my headset, and that can apparently change the volume in some kind of way. So please tell me if this sounds any different in your end, okay? Did that help anything?
Not to me, but might not.
Oh well, going back to the old setting. So please, people, tell me if I still sound like I am, well, bellowing from inside a cave.
Well, at least they're not hard to defeat. Then again, by this point, killing oversized bugs shouldn't be that much of a problem for us.
Yes, but we also have to contend with those snake men that I think is going to pop up.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous. I do not deal well with snake men.
Can we get some help over here? Assist?
Oh. Yes, you can. Burn.
There, that should help a bit. Okay, but we should... So they're easy enough to kill, but we should still not underestimate them. Gotcha.
Because they can overrun us if they are, well, there are many enough of them.
Indeed.
Rockshoot Devourer.
I think that's pronounced Rockshot Devour. Rockshot would give me 2 words.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's okay, it's
I
okay.
would get so confused. Die. Yet I have to address this thing. I must admit I feel a certain competitiveness over this. I know that you said that it is better than World of Warcraft, of course, but really, it is the same kinds of enemies, just reskinned all over that we deal with.
Yeah, we have faced a lot of Devourers and Scarabs we got enough of in the jungle, but if what they said is any indication, we're going to face new things pretty soon, so...
I mean, it would be something completely different if you were facing, you know, orcs or dark elves or something like that. At least something that I can, well, say that I like, but this just feels... First of all, help me!
Well, let's put a bit of perspective on it. In the last area, the jungle area, we fought undead drakes, dragons, white mantle, sentient trees. We actually fought a lot of varied stuff when you think about it. It's just that we haven't fought Devourers since day 1 in this game.
Yeah, maybe that sort of affects my judgment.
I think so, because if you think about, holy hell, what the hell left those bones? And for those...
What?
Look at that skull!
You know, I think I know what that would be. If I am not mistaken, and do not really take my word for this, but maybe this desert... I do not know, maybe it was some kind of whale.
It's possible. I don't know. Could have been.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Now I have an almost silvery shield, which is pretty cool. And please not engage in combat until I have cast spells.
Well, I didn't intend to engage in combat. They kind of popped up, you know.
Oh yes, I forgot. Oh god, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. Poison.
Don't worry, we'll pull through. I'm just dropping some wells here. That should help fix things a bit.
Chill planes?
For heaven's sake, protect the healer, please.
Yeah. Alright.
There we go. Much better. And I forgot to clean out my inventory last time. Oh well.
Yeah. And as you can see, I found a new shield.
It looks nice. Very nice, in fact.
Yeah, I have to admit, I dyed it myself. Otherwise, it would be this stereotypical kind of goldish thing. And oh, is there anywhere in this desert where we are not going to be assaulted? Stop.
I sincerely doubt that. At least not in this area. That seems to be this area's gimmick.
By the way, do you have an identification kit?
Yep.
Can you identify this thing?
Sure. Where did you drop it?
Right at my feet, it's a Warhammer thing, marked by purple.
Okay. Here you go.